First of all, let me ask you about reports that seem to be walked back a little bit that Kim Jong-un, the dictator of North Korea, fell ill from the virus. Do you have any news on that?
Well, people are saying that foreign doctors, either from China or from Europe, brought the coronavirus to Kim Jong-un. And that's really possible because those doctors were supposed to come to North Korea about February or so. But it's clear that Kim is suffering right now because he didn't show up for the most important day in North Korea's calendar, which is April 15th, the Day of the Sun, which commemorates the birth of his grandfather, Kim Il-sung. You know, Kim loves a microphone, so for him to be a no-show indicates something is really wrong. So I tend to believe that there is a serious health issue. Of course, you know, we won't know for quite some time, but I don't think that the Chinese and the South Korean reports downplaying what's going on are quite accurate.
I know that there's a lot of intrigues there and even family assassinations or unpersoning. Do you know who might be the heir apparent if Kim were to die? Would it be some military general? Would it be a family member? Is it clear at all who his successor is?
Well, there would be a family member in the mix. And the reason is that the regime needs the Paek-2 bloodline, as it's called. That's for legitimacy. You know, Kim's younger sister, Kim Yo-jong, is generally considered to be the most capable of Kim Jong-il's children. And that really means that she's probably got at least the lead lane right now for taking over. I mean, she's ruthless from what we can tell. And that's an indication that she's got what it takes to survive in a very stressful environment. So the problem has always been for her that in a Confucian-tinged regime, you got to be a male. But I think she's going to end up at least being the regent and maybe even the power itself.
Last question. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, it's fine.
I was going to ask one last question on North Korea, and then I want to move around the region a little bit. I don't know how much Donald Trump genuinely got in return for his normalization with Kim Jong-un, but would any successor likely be more hardline or more liberal, do you think, or is it just impossible to tell at this stage?
You know, Ezra, I would think more hardline because being anti-U.S. is just inherent in the nature of the regime. And so, you know, a young leader or new leader is going to have to prove that they are really North Korean. And I think that it means that that whoever shows up and is the next leader of North Korea, if it's soon, is going to have to really take a very tough position on the United States.
That's an excerpt from my daily show, the Ezra Levant Show. Every day I do a monologue on the news of the day, then I interview an interesting guest, and then I read my hate mail. You gotta subscribe. Go to rebelnews.com.